Here is LJ.
Wow. No pressure, man. No pressure. Yeah. How's everybody doing? All right. I'm good. Glad to be here. So I want to ask that question again. I just want y'all to just like make a lot of noise, like y'all just won the Powerball, like with let's say 460 million. Let's say y'all won that. So that way y'all make that much noise. Because I'm good on energy. If you gotta fake that energy, then fake it. I mean, let's place that fun. So how's everybody doing? Make some noise. Make some noise. Make some noise. Awesome. Greetings from Fayetteville, North Carolina. I see a lot of familiar faces. I see a lot of guys from the Mad Studios. I was just there last week. Good seeing you guys again. Yeah, okay, here's the poem. So, enough talking. Poem. So, poem number 1.
Yeah.
Don't be alarmed. I'm just a black man that likes to read and play video games. And there's nothing better than the sensation you get when you read manga. I mean, Dragon Ball Z happens to be one of my favorites. Next to Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni Kenshin, Bleach, and Naruto. Vegeta hands down happens to be one of my favorites. But those who probably Kakarot notion thinking, you know, let's talk about something else. Because some of the look on y'all faces look like y'all don't read anime or manga or anything like that. Video game. Final Fantasy IV happens to be one of my favorites, though America considers that part 2 for some reason. But just like 36-year-old men being asked about their 13-year-old girlfriends, that's just minor. Dragoon Kane happens to be one of my favorites. But those who always use them, they use jump instead of fight because that took away the most HP. Once again, what's the confused look on y'all faces? See, it's okay, because I can't blame. I can't blame you for giving me a gaze that replicates 1,000 convicts that's awaiting for the parole board to grant them with freedom. See, I wondered, when did this country decide by skin color you had to act out a certain stereotype? Maybe some of y'all would have understood me if I talked about Madden or NBA 2K. Maybe recited some Lil Wayne lyrics or dreaming out balling in San Tropez. See, this thought came to me when I was driving from the RU airport one morning. In an eggshell white truck that hit a Confederacy, raced down the road, almost ran me off, rolled down the window while pulling on the side of me and said, "Wake up, monkey." And it's like the moment of my life stopped. And I wish I could have turned my mirrors so you can see how stupidity cloaked this persona. Maybe I should have educated him more than this pre-K Sesame Street mindset was transfixed upon. See, in this world, if the only colors you understand is black and white, there's not a problem for you to get lost in this great area of equality. But ignorance comes in many shades and faces. So when I think of ignorance, I think of this guy named Stevie J from the show Love and Hip Hop. Because this guy cheats on his women, but if you didn't know, he is now about to write a self-help book on how to fix your relationship. See, ignorance are those people who will stand in line to get themselves a PS4 or an Xbox One, yet will not stand in line to vote, and then have the audacity to complain about the government and its current administration. The people that stand in line and will get themselves a PS4 or Xbox One, but will not stand in line to vote and have the audacity to complain about the government and the current administration. So for those who think it was already predestined to judge the hue that lies within its human, will understand that I will look at any cartoon or any reality TV show, listen to old school rock ballads instead of music that gets right to the point of sex. And here's something that shocks a lot of people when they meet me. I eat chicken without the hot sauce. See, I wasn't born to act accordingly. See, I have a smile with a melody that replicates 1,000 rainbows, which means I have a Bobby Blue blend of soul, a Simply Red persona of passion, and a Green Day. So that means when the blues walk alongside me in this boulevard of broken dreams, I'll keep holding on while I enjoy the times of my life. See, the time is right. We need to wake up. For those who judge you for doing something outside of their norm, you tell them, don't be alarmed, because I'm here to live life just like you. Thank you. Everybody's feeling good, say yeah.
Yeah!
Awesome. So, I like having fun. I had like this whole plethora of poems that was in my head, and I never played. I used to play in sets, but I had to stop doing that because you never know what kind of environment you get in. So I like feeling the crowd and you know what I'm gonna do. So, this next poem, I dedicate this poem to hey. So everybody say hi, newcomers.
Hi, newcomers.
I say that like I host the show.
She just wants heat.
No, but
I do just.
all right. So the next poem, right? I want to dedicate this next poem to A woman who was very detrimental to my life. Because without her, I wouldn't be the man that I am today. To my ex-wife.
I'm right there with you, man.
Nah, this ball was not called to my ex-wife. She said she had an itch that needed to be scratched. I asked her where, and she told me her heart. Unless you give me a scalpel to open up your chest cavity, how do you expect me to give you that feeling? But with love, these things you can kind of find a way. But I should have stayed reserved. Because in our holiday, I found myself making love to a woman who's shaped like an hourglass. So when I flipped her upside down, I should have known that this relationship was going to run out of time eventually. Never again will I 69 with a Pisces. That just meant I was going to be swimming in circles with her and her problems. See, she told me that she wanted me to be...
Rewind! Come on, man, it sounded fishy.
Never again will I 69 with a Pisces. That meant I was going to be swimming in circles with her and her problems. She said that she wanted me to GPS to lead her to romance. I guess that stood for gullible, pathetic soul. See, our connection got lost and your signal began to fade. But they say that if you like it, you should put a ring on it. And I did. And from that point, I began to destroy every Beyonce CD that you ever owned. And I was glad that we never birthed a child into our destiny. Wham said it best, that with marriage, there's a lot of give and take. When you show me that you can take, so now you have a lot of giving to do. Like, give back that halo that I placed on your finger because you destroyed the heaven that was made. How do you call yourself walking around town, strutting like a beautiful swan when you're pigeon-toed? You seem confused by this information. This is what I'm faced with. How can I be your best man when I caught you sleeping with mine? That'll explain. That will explain why making love to you lately has been like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. See, you with a twisted staircase that I wish I never built because I tripped over you so many times. But then I thought, why am I degrading you when in truth you never made the grade to even begin with? See, you said that you had an itch that needed to be scratched. And maybe, just maybe, if I looked at the poison ivy wrapped around your heart, I would have never had this resentment that I caught me to this day to my ex-wife. Thank you. So, disclaimer about that poem, right?
Yeah.
Disclaimer, here's a disclaimer. That poem is only 60% true. Some things have to be changed in order to protect the guilty party. Y'all still having fun?
Yeah!
Awesome.
You took out the guns and the alcohol.
I did the guns and alcohol, yeah. Alright. I think this next poem kind of fits a lot of me. I think it fits a lot of people. I know a lot of people struggle with perfection and imperfection. And I guess this is more so okay with me, but I didn't realize how much it affected everybody else. So this poem is called Perfect. I know what it's like to be broken. Awaiting someone or something to come along and fix you, but you're afraid that they have the skills and adequate to do the job. I wish I knew if I were happy. Like, is this feeling real, or is this something that I'm purposely, vacantly portraying to you like those folks that you see on their supposed reality TV? I wish that I was a vixen. Saying hooray seems to bring joy outside of the song. But I'm nothing more than a paper cup that bears the same name and gets tossed in the trash after it has done its job. Tell me what makes me tick. Am I perfectly stitched together with zigzag lines to show you a crooked smile when I only want to project that you picture perfect peace? I need an Aisha next to me, because it's the only way that I can tell that I am another bad creation. See, these hands have so many issues and the brain no longer wants to subscribe to them. I have to ask, Is your God as judgmental as you, or do you feel it is best that you speak upon his behalf? How about you show me a sign that's different from a stationary octagon? Momentary glances at my upper torso resembles the earth's plane, showing distinctions of where my thoughts shifted, rearranged into new territory to be explored over. Disregard the sprites that illustrate me, because the world feels that image is everything and thirst must be obeyed. Be afraid when you see me, because I don't belong. Tell me that I'm a freak because I have a heart 5 times bigger than the average. You may say that I care too much. I say it's more of a mere condition that I don't want to change, but I'm used to this heart hurting when it overextends itself. Leave your beautifully handcrafted remarks for those who want validation. You want to hide truth as if it's a blemish on your skin. Share yourself like Rocky Dennis, because a mask will only lead you to portray the role. Forever love all weaknesses. Pull those words away from your face so you can see the beautiful flaw that is hidden within that sentence. You can either be made in his image, or you can be made in America, but authenticity will outlast a knockoff at any given time. Trace the scars that is left on you, and you will see they have led you to a place that you already were. Perfect. Thank you. New this quick, I know the open mic list, and I'm glad y'all enjoyed the eclectic poets from Fayetteville, North Carolina. I don't even know where that name came up with. It just seemed that I like it. I'm gonna rock with it. It's dope. Get a t-shirt made with that.
Poets Eclectic.
And I'm gonna copyright it before you claim it. But definitely, I hope y'all enjoyed yourself. Like the first artist that was up here, I have CDs as well. Make a donation. Grab a CD. Take me home with you in CD form. Take me home with you in CD form. But definitely support the artists. We came a long way. We definitely love you guys' support. I guess the last poem I would do. Yeah.
That one.
That one.
That one.
All right. Based on the fact, okay, show of hands, who knows somebody that's in the military or is in the military or prior military? All right, give yourself a round of applause. So, I did 7.5 years, been deployed twice. On a TDY trip. On a TDY trip, I went to Savannah, Georgia. Me and some soldiers were walking the riverfront. There was this guy playing a saxophone and some jeans and a BU jacket. One of my soldiers went up to him and asked him, when you came home? The guy said he used to be a Vietnam vet. So, with that being said, the soldier was like, so I guess you just squandered your life and this is what ended up happening to you. And he said, no, what happened was when I got out of the military, I couldn't find a job because no one wanted to hire me because of me being African American at that time. At the same time, I lost my house, I lost my wife, I lost everything. The only thing I have left is what you see me wearing, my saxophone. That inspired this poem. It's called Left, Right, Left. Like I said, if you like anything you heard, just follow me and see me. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, I got all that, but I'll get to you after this. So. Left. Left, right. Left, right, left. They say to always practice your cadence, because practice makes perfect. Left. Left behind a lot of things to get to where I am. Right. Right choices of what I thought were being made as people's eyes transformed into escalators because they can't seem to make less stairs. Left. Father said that the military can turn boys to men. Right. But never fully explain how some paths come to the end of the road. Left, right. Father knew this cadence very well. Once was a decorated soldier who now became a shell-shocked replica of his past. So these steps are now embedded in his brain. The voices that are building up inside of his mind are telling him the best way to hide from his problems is to run. So he left, right, left a son wanting to go overseas and fight the war just to come right back when the war is over. But when you're exposed to the same BS as your father, how do you expect not to have a mindset to match? Left, the old me thousands of miles back in the dirt. Right, to be back in my own country, now living in the dirt. Left, a war-torn country with patriotism as my job. Right to patriotism, becoming a painful reminder that it may not get you a job once it is done with you. Right to a bottle to drink away my sorrow. Left with a bottle to remind me of empty promises and commitments made. Excuse Excuse the misdirection. It seems like my mind is starting to leave me like most of my family has. Left without a pot to piss in, right into my own clothing. Can't be pissed off if I'm pissed on, right? Left with medals of merit, but nothing is right when these medals don't get you an app, I swear. If I can afford an iPhone, that may be my best way for me to get my hands on a lot of them. Left standing in the road asking for change, right in front of you standing with my hands out asking you for change. Excuse me, is your name Isaac Hayes? Cause your song must be playing in the background and you think you can just walk on by. Left fighting wars that I can no longer win when my right to freedom of speech seems null and void. I can't put a price on truth if people choose they can afford to pay attention. So what is there left to do with everything you love and fought hard for? It turns its back on you. You pray that death is right around the corner because it can come so easy. Left. Left, right. Left, right, left. They say to always practice your cadence. Because practice makes perfect. Especially when there's nothing left. Right? Left. Thank y'all for listening.